Hello and welcome to Wingin It, and welcome back to another game of Major League Wingspan here in our regular season. We're nearly at the halfway point still, though. Plenty more games to come. We've got one here, and we are going first in this game. So we're going to jump in, and we're going to see what we've got in the starting hand here. Okay, we've got some brown powers, and we've got a house finch. So I had no way at the end of the hand there. I saw you. And I'll be keeping you for sure. Mechanical engineer as well. On the bonus card, that feels quite straightforward. And did I see, yeah, Asian Emerald Dove is in the tray. So that feels like a no-brainer to pick that up early on here. And yeah, play that, get a bunch of eggs through in that first column. So I like that. Because the only question really is what I do for the wetland bird. Honestly, Indian peafowl could be quite a nice one. Just to save me turns in that wetlands. Not have to draw cards quite so many times. And yeah, just get more cards, get tucking in the forest. So I think I'm probably going to do that. So I'll be picking up the Emerald Dove. It's quite tempting to try and grab that flycatch as well. I don't have cavity nests as of yet, but I will want to soon. I'll probably keep an extra card though, just because of the tucking. So I want to play the house finch, maybe take food a couple of times. Get the peafowl in, and then yeah, get the dove down once everything else is in order. And I mean, honestly, if I can keep hold of the night heron, I wouldn't mind it. It's a nice big point bird. So yeah, maybe if I'm just gonna pick up the emerald dove, I spend the nectar, go off the top. If it's worse than the night heron, then that's my tucking bird. So I think I like that, and I think I'm gonna lock that in. So. Yeah, be forest house finch here. We're going to get card cycle in the forest. We're going to get some points from the peafowl. Certainly some points and some eggs from the emerald dove, which is going to be so useful in this early game. And alright, here we go. On to our first turn. Similar keep for my opponent. 3 birds over there. We'll wait and see what those are. But yeah, emerald dove. Got to pick that up. No brainer for me here. Honestly, I don't mind that woodcock either as another nice 9-point play, so we've got some big pointers early on here. But yeah, I think I probably still prefer the night heron in this situation. So bullfinch has gone down for my opponent. I will follow that up with my own different kind of finch in the house finch. So yeah, bullfinch, that's going to be resetting this feeder. So hopefully we'll grab some nectar when it does so. Not looking likely at the moment though. This bird feeder is getting a bit shy. The nectar's not showing up for us quite just yet. There we go. Okay, so my opponent's going to grab that seed, which works for me because I'm going to take a worm and then get the reroll, and there's the nectar. So still just the one. We'll take it. And yeah, what do I ditch here? I think I feel like the night heron. Do I want to use that power discarding eggs? I'm not so sure I do. Whereas at least woodcock helps a bit more for that next end of round goal. So yeah, maybe I want to keep that. Maybe I'll switch out the night heron here, go off the top. So yep, spotless crate, not going to play you. That works for me. Nice easy tuck in this situation. So yeah, I think we'll go food at least once more depending on the next situation. But yeah, I had a back though for my opponent, so they're going into wetlands, which makes me less nervous about giving away free cards with yeah, that Indian peafowl. So more nectar's coming up. We may be going for another cycle through the bird feeder because yeah, Laughing Kookaburra, probably not what I want to be playing here. So yeah, quite happy to take food. And I said, no, I'm going to hit the center round goal. Peafowl's going to go in. We're going to get some cards through. And really at this point, I just want more forest birds, more, you know, another tucking bird would be great. Any sort of caching chickadee or something like that. Really, egg layers are at a premium, of course, on the Oceania board. So I'd love a chipping sparrow, anything like that. Is exactly what I'm after. So we're going to get dibs on this nectar, so I'm definitely taking it. While it's there, tuck the kookaburra. I've got to say, I'm still tempted by the flycatcher, but I'm going to leave it. I'm going to keep going for the top. Okay, purple martin. So we did get a tucking bird of our own. I'm very glad that didn't fall into the hands of my opponent. Unfortunately, wrong habitat. It doesn't go to the forest, so I don't necessarily think I'll be using that in this game, the purple martin. I think, yeah, I want to stick in the forest. I want to, yeah, play this peafowl, as I say, draw through some new cards and go from there. So you're still drawing How do I want to play this? I think there's certainly a case to be made here to take food one more time, just so I can maximize on the nectar being spent, because I will have 2 turns. Play the peafowl, play the emerald dove in those last 2 turns, and I'm quite happy to sacrifice the purple martin. So I think I will do that. There we go. We're just grabbing all the nectar, blocking it from my opponent, which is never a bad thing here. So we've still got to the top, get more trash. So yeah, do hope that we can find something soon. 4 card cycles, not really turned into much for us yet. But yeah, we're going to see 3 cards for this peafowl. And hopefully that will get us started. So I guess you'll go into the forest. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded that as just a second bird. It's not the best, but it's better than nothing. So let's go ahead and do this peafowl. So I think we probably go nectar worm here, and then I spend 3 nectar on the emerald dove, and then I keep flexibility, keep the worm, keep the seed going into next round. So what can we get off the top of the deck? More terrible birds. Still kind of tempted by this flycatcher, but I'm going to go off the top again. Okay, cowbird. Honestly, that ain't going to help at all this game with the blackbird over there. So yeah, still not really finding great stuff. It's okay for now, but it gets to a point in this game where it will start to become alarming when we're not finding more stuff to go ahead and play. But so at least we got something, big points with this woodcock. But engine birds is what I'm looking for. It's still early in the game, still plenty of time to get a nice brown power in and benefit with scoring lots and lots of points with that. So I imagine my opponent's going to try and go for the end of round here. Probably, has another wetland bird in mind, ready to go and play. Probably just needs food to go ahead and do that. So I'm not expecting we'll get points on the end of round goal. We'll obviously qualify. And on to our last turn of the round here. Opponent is grabbing food, and we're going to play this emerald dove, which is such a huge play at this stage of the game. To get 4 eggs through is a massive time save, where I'd ordinarily only get 2 eggs at the grass, and so saves me a couple of turns, allows me the freedom to go and draw cards, play birds, get things going without needing to worry necessarily about egg access. So very nice one. And yeah, I think always worth going for it if you're short of eggs in the early game. Emerald dove, definitely a winner here. So nice play for us. We'll see if my opponent is able to get another wetland bird in here for the end of round goal. And indeed, oh, I saw that common moorhen. That's going to be fun. That's going to be very fun indeed. So into the next round, and there you go, some nice birds. Woodstock, certainly good one to play with the common moorhen. So yeah, not a huge amount of food access, but probably just enough to try and make that sort of bird work. So see what my opponent does. They're going to reveal me a bush tit, which I will gladly snaffle up. And to be honest, I might be putting that in the forest here. So we'll grab our 2 nectars. I will cycle through. I don't think this black shoulder kite is going to get played. Bush tit certainly will, so we'll grab that. And yeah, this now, I think in the forest is going to allow me to get the eggs, get more points. And it's going to tuck some of these less good birds, which will mean I have to go into the wetlands and draw cards. But honestly, I'll probably play either the gannet or the auklet, get those in, try and see what I can do in terms of maybe get some points off that, but mostly just push up the wetlands, get more, get more food access, get more card access in that wetlands, and go along from there. So bush tit, very happy to have that. Always a nice bird. And yeah, we got some good direction now. Good direction in this game, I think, where really it was kind of lacking a little bit before. So let's go ahead and play bush tit. Quite straightforward. And yeah, we should be good for eggs now through a combination of that emerald dove and then now this bush tit. Every time we take food, we're going to get tucked, we're getting eggs. So I think that'll be fine. I don't think I'm going to need to go out of my way and lay eggs. It's quite nice. There's no egg end of round goals. That can sometimes be annoying. That can sometimes, force you to take a turn going out of your way in the grasslands where you really don't want to. So I can avoid that. I can just do my own thing, take food, play birds. And yeah, this is looking positive. I think that bush tit is going to make the world of difference to this game, to this engine, and hopefully, yeah, enable a strong game for us here. So looks like, there we go, Woodstock very quickly going down via common moorhen. So very nice play. And yeah, that moorhen, that's going to do some work. I think if my opponent's going to do well in this game, it will be as a result of that moorhen performing well. So let's go ahead, grab some food. Nectar shy again. Where is it all going? Not into the bird feeder rerolls, that's for sure. I think cowbird, I think that can go. I think we'll ditch the auklet. Honestly, kind of tempted to pick up this bittern just because it is more cards, but it's not great. I think I'd rather play Gannet, so we'll go off the top. Anna's Hummingbird, I do think I really want to give away free food to someone who's using a moorhen, so I will probably be leaving that. I'll probably be tucking that. But yeah, I think Gannet can go in. What I'll probably do is I'll play the Gannet, I'll draw cards, I'll take food, and then if American Woodcock makes the difference on the end of our goal, I'll happily play that now. It's worthwhile doing. But we've got that luxury. We're going second here in the round, so I'll see what my opponent does. Looks like taking food now, but yeah, if more worm eaters come now, we can be ready to react to that. So Gannet is going to go in. And yeah, we'll clear off the bush tit's probably not going to make too much difference either way here, but yeah, just getting this bird down. I'm not expecting much. I'm not expecting it to perform miracles and score a load of points, get a load of caches, but it's just pushing the wetlands out and start throwing eggs, get more cards. Maybe even in future think about discarding nectar to get more cards instead. But Nuthatch gone down for my opponent. Nice caching power. It's the kind of bird I'd be looking for still at this point in the game, but we'll see what we can find as we go off the top of the deck. There's lots of worm eaters, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but also not necessarily what we are after. But yeah, maybe Sister Cola into Woodcock. I mean, Sister Cola, Star Nest, always helpful with Mechanical Engineer. I think we probably should be able to max this out without really trying too hard, but it's always nice to get a little bit of help from these kinds of birds. So I'm all for it. And yeah, the food that we need is right there. So double worms, very, very nice. Tuck the bush lark, get the egg as well. And I think nice hummingbird, that would be the one to cycle with. Go off the top. Cousins Finch, do you know what? Not an engine bird, but it's a bonus card bird, so certainly wouldn't mind. Yeah, playing that later in the game if we don't find those other options. But yeah, nice to have that to keep hold of, and to be honest, probably that warbler as well. So Carrion Crow's going in to benefit off the Predator's power over there, the Kestrel. But yeah, we can win the centre round goal. As I say, Sister Cola is going to come very much in handy here. Sister Cola into Woodcock. Nice big point play. A nice end of round goal play as well. So getting the points in here. My opponent's going to get their one Carrion Crow cash coming through. And it will then be on to our turn in the next round, where still time to get those engine birds. But if not, we got big pointers to play. What are we going to get? Okay, nothing. Too exciting. So I think in that case, yeah, I think we just go off the top, see what we get. I don't really want Lewin's Honey Eater, if I'm completely honest. I don't really want Horned Lark either, so those I think will get cycled. But yeah, I may well just look at playing Hooded Warbler, Cassis Finch, get those down, and yeah, use the points on those birds, and maybe seeing the bonus card could help as well through this Finch. So we'll go and do that. Yeah, I was going to say hopefully get some nectar. It's not looking like it quite this point in the game. So we'll go double worms, get rid of Horned Lark, and yeah, tuck and draw on the House Finch. Another bird I'm not going to play. White Crowned Sparrow. So yeah, sooner or later I'm going to want more stuff. But this end around goal we're looking good. Last end around goal will be quite interesting. I think my opponent will probably be using a lot of food with this moorhen, so maybe won't necessarily have a bunch left over, but you never know. I'm certainly not going to plan on it either way. So yeah, could play Warbler, but then if I'm going to take food, I'm only going to end up having to get rid of one of these. So I think let's just go and draw cards once more. Grey Butcherbird, that might work out. That might work out. And hey, Northern Gannet doing great work. So don't mind that. But yeah, another Predator at the moment would give my opponent another cash each round on the Carrion Crow. So not too keen on that. They might be keen on the Bay Owl. We'll see. Especially with the Willet, you know, that could be a nice 1-2 play here in the end of this round. So certainly got good synergy between the Carrion Crow and the Bay Owl. We'll see if that's what they go for. But yeah, I think for me, in all honesty, I'll do Warbler, I'll take food, and I'll play the Finch, and yeah, see what those bonus cards get me, and then last round, yeah, take food a few times, maybe draw cards once more, and go from there. So yeah, nothing too great in the tray. House Sparrow could be interesting, but I'm kind of short on food. I kind of need as much food as I have to be playing birds. So yeah, actually, do I want to do Hooded Warbler? No, let's take food, because we get a reroll, and we might get some nectar, and we do. So that's nice. We'll do that. And then, yeah, Vulture, you can go. Sparrow, you can go. Sea Eagle's kind of tempting. I do need another one of those nest types for the Mechanical Engineer, and it's a nice big pointer. But at the same time, yeah, again, I don't really want to help this Kangaroo, but they did play Willet, so I think I will take it. It's not a bad option to go for. Although seeing that Malifaux, probably would have preferred that. So maybe I could still grab that as well. But we've got quite a few of these ground nests down already, so could be, you know, some nice synergy, nice opportunity to get a bunch of eggs through with that yellow power at the end of the game. So yeah, I imagine my opponent's going to want to get that Bay Owl in, so probably just lay eggs and play that. That feels like it might be the option they want to go with, though. Drawing more cards, maybe to get the eggs that way with the Blackbird, that also does make sense. They've not touched the Malifaux, so I think... I mean, am I willing to sacrifice? That's the thing. Am I willing to sacrifice the Seagull or the Butcherbird? I suppose I could actually just go and draw cards now. It's an opportunity to spend a Nectar on more cards, which I don't think is a bad idea. And then I could still play Hooded Warbler on that last turn if I want to. So yeah, let's take the Malifaux. Love me a good Clarkson Nutcracker. Maybe not right now, but we'll go again. Another card. Not great. Grasshopper Sparrow. So yeah, I think that's probably us done for cards. And I think we just play these birds. I think it would be the Hooded Warbler, Cassis Finch, probably Malifaux. I think those will be the plays. Maybe we'll see what the Cassis Finch bonus card is, if that's going to impact things, if that's going to determine, you know, maybe playing one of these other birds is going to be a better option. I think getting that information is going to be key here. So should be good for eggs, should be good for food. May have to think a little bit about that last end of round goal. With the food supply, but again, kind of as with round 2, we're going to be going second, so we are going to have that information available to us in terms of what we want to play, whether we want to spend that food or do something else with it. So let's get Hooded Warbler into the game. Yeah, nice big point option. Always happy to play Hooded Warbler. Always happy to get that in the game. And yeah, we're starting to get closer to Mechanical Engineer. I think we might just need maybe one more nest type. What are we missing? We've not got any cavity nests. And we do need one more platform if we're not going to get that. So that, I think, is where maybe this Sea Eagle could come in handy as a nice option, just to make sure we're maxing out Mechanical Engineer. So yeah, we'll have a couple more card cycles at least, I think, through the House Finch in that last round. And yeah, if we get something better, absolutely, I'll go for that. If not, nice one to have up the sleeve. Sea Eagle, nice big pot play. So easy win on the end of round goal. We take more points. We come into the last round. And there we go. Those are 2 birds I'd very happily play. Unfortunately, not sure I'm going to get my hands on them. Because yeah, Moorhen Spoonbill combo is nice. Maybe my opponent wants the Woodpecker as well. But yeah, they're both gone. Those have been nice for me. Bonus card birds. The other nest types I need. Unfortunately, they're gone. They're not coming my way here. So we'll go grab food. We'll get a bit of nectar. Leave an awkward reroll, I think. An awkward position for my opponents. Get our tuck. Get our cycle. Okay, Australian Raven. That's actually quite interesting. That synergizes really nicely with this end of round goal, because that gives you an excuse to keep a bunch of extra food that you normally wouldn't want to, and yeah, get away with caching it on this Raven. So yeah, that might be the play now. I mean, it's the same points as the Sea Eagle, a little bit more flexible, easy to play, but also yeah, has that nice yellow game end power. So I think that's going to be the one. But I think, I mean, will I still play this Finch? This is the question, because I could easily play this Malifaux. I know that's going to get me 6 points with the ground nest, so that's a guarantee. Whereas the Finch, so it's a risky play. It's a risky business going for bonus cards, so absolute no guarantee that that's going to be getting more points. You know, I might be tempted. I might be really tempted to just take the safe points here with the Malifaux. And then, yeah, take food. I guess I'd be taking food twice and playing the Raven. That should give me enough food to cash under that. Or cash on that, I should say. And go from there. So, you're drawing birds. Yeah, I think probably would expect to see maybe that Spoonbill coming in. But yeah, not a lot of food in supply, so I think we can certainly target that end of our goal. And am I going to play the Malifaux? I think I might. I think I might play the Malifaux here. I'm a little bit scared that, yeah, Cassius Finch is going to do me dirty, so we'll get the safe play. Yeah, get the safe. Will be 6 points. 3 from the Malifaux, so happy with that. And then, yeah, it's just really going to be a question of where this Raven gets played, and it probably comes down to Nectars, because as you will see, these Nectar fights are very, very close. It's going to depend what my opponent plays, where they play it, how much Nectar they get to spend on those plays. So, again, I could keep saying it, but we could try and keep as much flexibility as possible. Try and keep our options open. You know, play that Raven on the last turn in whichever habitat is most suitable for it to go. So, yeah, it would be nice to be able to just play it in the forest next turn and get the extra food, but I think here it's potentially worth holding off. We'll see if that is necessary, but we are going to get food here. 1 more Nectar, please. Okay, we'll take that. And yeah, do our tuck on the bush tit. I'm going to do a tuck and draw on the House Finch. So yeah, 11 tucks there, 6 on the bush tit. That's a sign of a pretty well-used forest, and we certainly got good value from those tucking powers. Getting the points coming through. Yeah, they've basically been the centerpiece of this engine, because the only other brown power, that Northern Gannet, not really been doing much for us so far through this game. But that's looking mightily like a Spoonbill situation over here. And if so, I think probably my opponent's not going to be able to play a forest bird. Just because of the egg availability. And if that's the case, then it's always going to be worth me playing this Raven, because I'll get the win instead of the tie, for sure. So I may do that, and then take food, and then I'm guaranteed to get the extra food I need. The 5 food for the caches, so it's going to work out very nicely, if I can indeed do that play. But there you go, Spoonbill has gone in. So that's a nice one. You know, Common Warhen, it's got some really good birds down. That Willet with 3 caches is making my Gannet look like a right chump. So very nicely done. And yeah, just the 1 egg. So it's looking like a Grossen play, if anything, is going to go through. So let's go ahead and get this Raven down and into the game. So yeah, very nice yellow power combo. Malifaux's going to get us 6 eggs, and Raven's going to get us 5 caches, while also giving us a good reason to take food and have some extra food to try and target this end around goal. But I don't know, my opponent may take food here and get up to 6 and just go for that end around goal swing. We'll see what the play is going to be, but regardless, we're ready to react. We're ready to score points with these yellow powers. And here we go, on to our last turn of the game. Unfortunately, yeah, my opponent did take food, so I think that's the sensible play. That can't be caught, that 7 food and personal supply. But I am winning all these nectars by 1 nectar in each case, so that is very nice. I'm very happy with that. And yeah, let's go and take our last little bit of food here on this forest action. So we'll get the 5 food we want. Doesn't really matter what we're getting. Tuck on the egg, tuck on the draw. Yeah, pretty solid game. No flashy card draw. Peafowl was such a game changer at the start, as was yeah, that Emerald Oven. Feels like we just built on that foundation. A nice strong opening. Getting cards, getting eggs, getting that house village in the forest has been massive. And yeah, just supporting the big point plays. Go for these end of round goals, getting these nectars, and also maxing out Mechanical Engineer, 8 points. Always nice to see. So yeah, slight shame missing that end of round goal. We did at least qualify, and all of that food is about to be turned into points. So 5 caches there on the Raven, very nice. And yeah, we get 6 eggs from that Malifaux. So pretty solid plays, pretty solid game in powers. And yeah, 15 nectar points is so strong. So very welcome. And yeah, that will hopefully give us a good chance in this game as we come through into the final scores. So yeah, we kind of have a good idea of where we're at. We know big point birds was our mantra there. So strong score, decent on the bonus card as well. So we're holding a little bit of a lead. Obviously a few eggs, courtesy of the Malifaux. Lots of caches though for my opponent. They bring things back. Tucks though in that forest were so strong for us. And we're going to build even more of a lead. With the nectars, it's a win here. 121 points up against 98. So yeah, pretty happy with that one. Say House of Finch, such a strong start in the forest. Emerald Dove, Peafowl, really nice combo. And that bush tick came up at just the right time. That was a really nice addition to this forest. Being able to tuck some of those less good cards, turn them into tucks, turn them into eggs as well, which is so important to just help get the rest of this board put together. And yeah, not really many other flashy brown powers, but some nice big point birds, and I say 2 very nice yellow powers. So we'll take a look at my opponent's board one last time. Prairie Manager, a bit of a shame. Backyard Birder, getting the lower bounds fine. Large Bird Specialist, very nice. Pull from that Spoonbill late on. So yeah, definitely fun to play with Moorhen, but can be tricky if you don't necessarily have the food, and the egg access can be critical. I think that's maybe been the case here, but still a solid game. Happy with ours, and happy to get the win here in Major League Wingspan. So there we go. Thank you so much for tuning into this one. Thanks for watching, and yeah, we've got loads more games still to come in this regular season. So if you want to see those, make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're staying up to date, getting notified, and yeah, I'll see you again in another game very soon.